Nikola Jokic, a.k.a. the Joker, had his worst game ever as a Denver Nugget, and they still pulled off the win in overtime last night. Nikola Jokic was 0 for 10 from the 3. 0 for 10 from the 3. 8 for 25 field goal percentage overall. He was 8 for 25. Had 20 points, 16 rebounds. Joker just played terrible last night. The guy was double dribbling. I don't even like, bro, if you missed the first 5 threes, why would you keep shooting more? Right? This is what I'm talking about with Boston against the Knicks the other day. When you have players that's constantly missing threes, stop shooting them. As a head coach, you're supposed to tell that player, stop shooting threes, bro. You already missed 5 in a row. You're not going to make the next 5. You understand what I'm saying? But this was a very winnable game for OKC. They pretty much controlled the game all the way up until, I want to say, the fourth quarter. It's not like they ever had a huge lead. The game was close pretty much the whole game, right? It was neck and neck. They kept switching leads back and forth. But for a road game, man, OKC played well until the fourth quarter, man. Like, when it was the fourth quarter, we just started to see, like, OKC just was missing shots. Shai Gilgeous kept jacking up threes. They weren't going in. I just don't get why players in today's league don't want to take it to the rim. You're better off just, if you're not making threes, right? If you're having a bad shooting game from the 3, just take it to the rim. You have a better chance of making a layup or getting to the free throw line and knocking down some free throws. You understand what I'm saying? But I told y'all this was going to happen. I said Denver's going to go back home, right? That game 2 that they had in OKC where they lost by 43 points, it means nothing because the next 2 games are in Denver. Denver's not losing at home. Denver's going to go back to Denver. They're going to win 2 games in a row. They're going to take this lead 3-1. It's going to be a 3-1 series. Then they're going to go back to OKC. OKC's going to win a game. It's going to be 3-2. And then Denver's going to close it out. Denver's closing this series out in 6 games, y'all. Why? Because they have the championship experience. Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., these guys have already won a championship. Russell Westbrook, he's already been to an NBA Finals. He went to the NBA Finals, what was it, his third or fourth year in the league against the Miami Heat. Of course, they ended up losing, but Russell Westbrook knows what it feels like to be in the finals. He knows what it feels like to be in the playoffs, right? And he fits good on this Denver Nuggets team. You understand what I'm saying? He's on a team that wants him there. He's on the team, the best player in the NBA right now. He's the reason why Russell Westbrook's on the team. Nikola Jokic said out of his mouth, he's doing everything in his power to help Russell Westbrook win his first NBA championship. That's love right there, y'all. Of course, you got Jamal Murray, who at any given time can turn into Michael Jordan. Y'all seen that 360 layup that nigga made last night? He did the same layup that he did in the bubble against the Lakers, man. I'm telling y'all, bro, Jamal Murray, the reason why he's not rated as a top player or a top point guard is because he's not consistent. He usually has injury problems during the season. But I told y'all in the last video, at any given moment, Jamal Murray can look like the greatest point guard ever, bro. I keep telling y'all that shit, bro. He's a great three-point shooter. This guy be doing some Vince Carter type layups. Like, can you guys imagine if Jamal Murray was a little bit taller? Like, can you imagine if Jamal Murray was like 6'6" and 6'7"? This guy be dunking on everybody. He almost dunked on Chet Holmgren last night. Almost dunked on his ass. I'm telling y'all, bro. Jamal Murray, he really is a great basketball player, bro. I just wish he was more consistent so he can get more recognition. He should have been made an all-star team by now. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case because of injuries. Like I said, he always gets injured at some point in the season. But there's no way OKC is winning this series. Denver's going to win the next game in Denver. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to go back to OKC. OKC is not going to lose. They're not going to lose Game 5 at home. It's not going to happen. We seen last time they was in OKC, they won by 43 points. So I told y'all, man, this series is a wrap, bro. OKC, they look good every year during the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're just not built for the playoffs because they're still a young team. This team has about, I want to say, 2 more years before they really start making noise in the playoffs, bro. But everybody on OKC is just too young. They're too young. They're too inexperienced. And let's be honest, bro, like OKC, like, their only star player really is Shai, bro. SGA, they have good pieces around that team, but you know what they're missing? They're missing a veteran. They're missing a veteran, a guy like, a guy like Kyrie, or a guy like Steph Curry, or a guy like Russell Westbrook. They're missing that kind of player on OKC, bro. They're missing a veteran that has championship experience that can take them to the promise. I would even say you know what I would like to see, y'all? I would like to see Kevin Durant go back to OKC. Can you guys imagine with the team that OKC has? Imagine if Kevin Durant, who has 2 championships, he's been to the finals, 4 or 5 times. He went to the finals with OKC. He went to the finals, 3 times with Golden State. Imagine if KD went to OKC next year. I think that'll be the missing piece. That'll be a perfect veteran to have on a young, talented team like OKC. But let me know what you guys think, man. It's your boy Wavy. See y'all on the next one. I'm out.